Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, or rather good morning if you're on the Mountain or West Coast time zones. In this early afternoon on the East Coast matchup, we are featuring the visiting Oakland Expos, coached by lilwaws 26, and the homestanding Texas Astros, coached by BobbyJones. Both of them lead their respective divisions. The Oakland Expos sit at 7-2 atop the Front Yard East, with the Green Monsters just behind at 7-3. Meanwhile, the Texas Astros lead the Front Yard Conference as well as the Front Yard Central at 8-1, 2.5 games ahead of the 6-4 Little Hornets. This is bound to be an excellent matchup between two high-quality teams. The game will take place at the home field of the Astros, Dubois Diamond. Some fond memories of Dubois Diamond myself, having won a championship with a team situated there. And what I remember most vividly of all was the use of Nan's Gambit to grant me the tiebreaker victory in the playoffs there. Hopefully we can see a similarly epic game.
That would be a fantastic game to see that happen at Dubois Diamond. Too bad we're playing at Tin Can Alley, actually.
What?
Yeah, the Texas Astros home field is Tin Can Alley.
Okay, I was looking at the so I was looking at the 03 team previews, and according to the 03 team previews, the let's see here. Was I looking at Oh my god, I looked completely at the wrong team.
Were you at 2001?
It's possible. Well, yeah, I looked completely at the wrong team. Oh my goodness, how ridiculously unprofessional.
No, dude, it's good. It's good. It's all good. That has happened to me before, multiple times. But
I
yeah,
think
yeah.
I think I wrote down Alex's Royals instead. I think I wrote down Alex's Royals instead.
Oh, dang. No, yeah, I do have similar colors to the Astros back in the day, I guess. Well, no blue, but definitely that shade of red. I think that's the exact shade of red I requested. But yeah, no, that is definitely my team and my home field.
Okay, so all right, so I guess half of my preparation was all for naught. I guess that's
Oh
what
no,
happens
I
when you
see
call
what
me up.
you're. No, I see what the issue is. Yeah, it says Texas Astros, but it has my team on there for some reason. The guys are all mixed up. Oof.
Oh yeah, it says Texas Astros Bobby Bones right there.
Yeah, that is very interesting. Here, let me just show you guys. This is what we're looking at right here. This is the team preview section, and it's got all the little teams all stacked up one atop each other. Yeah, that's gonna be hard to find the Astros in here. Well, I will tell you that the Astros have a pretty stacked lineup. A pretty stacked lineup indeed. They are the front yard league central.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it
There
proper
we
now.
go.
That's
Yeah,
Julian
look,
right and Staunton left, correct?
should be. Yeah, there's if you go to the FLC tab, it'll give you like the full lineup. It won't give you like what position everyone's at, but it will tell you
Yeah,
their
I'm looking at the
stats.
team previews because I want to write down the defensive positions so I know who's where.
Gotcha,
So
gotcha, gotcha.
you can go ahead and give the crowd the lowdown while I write up my thing on my
Perfect.
sheet, write up the D on my sheet of paper.
So the lineups aren't official, but this is what the Texas Astros look like thus far in the season. Julie Dunkel, of course, the a common number one pick, is the best player at 810 average, 6 home runs, 13 RBIs. But you would probably argue that Sally Dobbs is the best player on the team because she also has 6 home runs and 34 RBIs with a 625 average. That is absolutely insane. If you're looking for the rest of the players, of course, you got Stuart Sullivan, Dmitry Petrovich, Jorge Garcia, Barbara Jones, Robbie Bacco, Judy Abwanza, definitely a pitcher, and Vincent Sweet. Those are the Texas Astros. And then following up with the lilwaws and the. That is not the right division. Give me a second. Lilwaws and the Expos, if we can find them. I need to remind myself, where is it? FL West or FL East? Yeah, here we are. He's in my division. That's how I know. Let's go scroll on down here past these. Oh, we got to scroll to the right, actually. Whee! There it is. Lil Waz and the Expos. We got Chico Papas with 17 home runs. I believe that is a league leading 17 home runs. We also have Vladimir Guerrero, Stan Olafson, Whitney Singh, Ernie Steele. Of course, our home field is Steele Stadium, so he's definitely been helpful as well. Ingrid Dahlman, Dominic Lowe, the ever so swinging Petra Chekhov with 8 dingers, and Dominic Hoskins. So these are two very good teams. As you can see, Chico Papas has 85 total bases. He knows how to get around with 30 hits, 17 of them home runs. The rest, are normal hits. But I think this is a good time. We should probably go ahead and get this game started. Are you all set? Are you all ready, Mello? Do you have the lineups
I'm
all
all
figured out?
set and Yep, I'm all set, and I have significantly less fond memories of Tin Can Alley. In fact, I
As
have quite a bit more contempt for it.
I have, yes. Don't we all have our collective traumas at Tin Can Alley? Unless you're Freak Show, you get, you got to really know how to work this place. And since Bobby Jones, this is his home field, I assume he also knows how to work this very frustratingly complex field. But let's go ahead and get this party started.
Judy Abunza does a little bit of stretching as Vladimir Guerrero steps up to the plate. Bends the bat a little bit. Judy Abunza, notably a slow ball pitcher, begins with slow ball high in the zone, floats high into left field territory, and goes foul as we are underway. Another high slow ball in the zone for a strike. 0-2 count to Vladimir. Knocks away another slow ball foul. Judy Abwanza, one of very few 100 stamina pitchers. helped by the fact that she seldom throws anything besides slow balls. A pop-up caught by Vincent for the first out. Here comes Ingrid Dahlman. Slow ball to the outside, swung at late and knocked away foul as a result. Ingrid gives a subsequent swing to get a feel for the bat. Another foul ball, this time knocked away high and behind. Swing and a miss at a horrifyingly nasty inner curve. And now here comes Chico Papas.
Chico is the guy you want on your team. Both his hitting, both his contact, and a power is 95 out of 100.
Furthermore, you don't have to worry about him begging to become a catcher. A 1-1 count. It got a 2-1 count. Bit of a close call on that one. Slow ball right down the middle. It's the kind of thing that Chico really gets a hold of, and he sends a line drive to the truck, and the Expos are aboard with a runner with 2 outs here in the top of the first. Next is Stan Olafsson. Probably has one of the best last names in the rBBL.
Who wouldn't want to be the son of Olaf?
The out and in curveball passes low for ball 1. A high slow ball passes high for ball 2. Yet another high slow ball. Ball 3. Apparently the last name Olafsson is intimidating. Coach calls time, apparently to assess the 3-0 situation, maybe to check who's on deck. Lets that pitch go, and it's a steal attempt but brought back. Olafsson debates the line drive from power, switches back to the power. The curve reaches the inside part of the zone for a strike. Well, inside the outer part of the zone. A slow ball to the outside. Stan knocks one to the first baseman, who walks away from it. The throw to first is in time for the 3rd out. We are scoreless through half of an inning. It is now the Astros' turn to reply. Julie Dunkel will lead things off. The fastball to the inside for strike 1. Whitney Singh definitely has a potent fastball. The in and out curveball, low and barely in the zone for a strike. Whitney Singh was probably my most reliable pitcher last season. Definitely enjoyed having her on the mound. Julie swings and it's a grounder to the left side of the field. Scooped up by Chico Papas after diving for it and scraping his knee, unfortunately. Someone get the kid a Band-Aid. Here comes speedster Stuart Sullivan. Back-to-back 100 speed rated runners here to lead things off for the Astros. Can only get there isn't a better way to start if you're looking to get people on base, especially at a field as fast as TCA. The fastball to the outside is outside for ball 1.
I think the Expos' best bet right now is to rely on Whitney Singh's 100 rated right hook.
I can't tell you how many times I've used that thing. It's a grounder to Ernie Steele, who scoops it up and steps on the first base, but that will allow Julie to advance. Extremely hard to put together a double play in that sort of scenario. Nigh impossible, even. Sally Dobbs, the boss, smacks one very high, appears to be floating right onto the truck, and will bounce and hang around up there for a little while. We'll see what the ruling is from Clanky here. Sally is rounding third, trips on her way. We need to get her a Band-Aid as well. And she will score. No ground rule double called this time.
So as you can see,
Dmitry
the score
Petrovich.
reset to 0-0. Bobby actually soft locked here with that inside the Parker. So the game I think the ball just kept on bouncing around and around was the deal. But the score still is currently 2-0, regardless of what the scoreboard on the game says.
Well, thank goodness. I was hoping I wouldn't have to come up with a lore-based explanation for the soft lock. Maybe they lost the ball and they went around for hours trying to find a new one. But in any case, it's a line drive to, I believe that was either Ingrid or Petra right down the middle, or maybe it was Dominique, who knows. It was a line out, and now Jorge Garcia is at the plate with two outs.
I was hoping there was like a Walmart across the
Or is it
street
one,
there.
actually? It should be one out at this point, right?
No, it still is two because there was one out before.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Stort with the ground out at first.
Yeah.
Here comes Robbie Bacco. The out and in curveball, barely outside the zone, too far to the inside. That's a ball. 1-0 count. Out and in curveball again, a nasty one, this time low and inside in the strike zone for strike one. Whitney loves that out and in curveball, and for good reason. She's so good with it. Unfortunately for the Expos, her stamina is not outstanding, but it doesn't really need to be. The throw to first base is out in time for the out. Through one inning, the score is 2-0 Astros. It looks like we are looking at the AI Astros play. The throw to first is out. It appears Julie is making her way to third, and Julie is rounding third after Whitney misplays it, and then the throw to home is not in time. The score is now 2-1 in favor of the Astros. Here comes the goofball Ernie Steele leaping his way over to the plate. He watches the slow ball pass low and outside for ball one. The out and in curveball passes high for ball two. Judy doesn't seem to have very good control of it, it seems. The out and in curveball, in the zone this time, doesn't seem to have much curvature. 2-1. The slow ball, high and in the zone, knocked toward the second base position, toward the right side, scooped up by Julie, who tries to throw to first, but the throw is not in time as Ernie is aboard.
Those are the
Gives a
best
hearty yuck yuck yuck.
Those are the best kind of hits right there, where you try to hit it to left field, but it ends up going into right field, so the entire defense, who has already shifted that way, is just kind of just thrown off. So that's an easy hit for Ernie Steele.
Very nice to be in that kind of situation. First pitch is low for ball one. Second pitch, the out and in curveball. Knocked high by Petra to the second base position. Sally gets under it. The catch. The throw to first, not in time. Almost a double play, but Ernie manages to back up in time. Here comes Whitney Singh. This girl loves singing. Who would have guessed?
La 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 la.
An immediate swing and a hit toward the first base position. Barbie scoops it up. And BobbyJones steps on the bag for the out, and she sings Barbie Girl at Whitney to taunt her love for singing. Dominique, with the immediate swing to a second base position, scoops it up and throws to first, and that is 1 1/2 innings with a score of 2-1 for the Astros. Here comes Barbie Girl, quote unquote, BobbyJones.
BobbyJones was for those who don't know, some of these players are direct clones of the pro counterparts in the game. So in 2003, BobbyJones is the clone of Jeff Conine, who played for the Orioles.
Knocked away a foul ball for a 1-1 count, then sends a liner to the left side, bounces right in front of Chico. Barbara will reach first base as a result. Here comes Judy Abunza.
I wonder what Barbara
Not a
Jones
very
thought of
powerful
the.
bat.
I wonder what. Sorry about that, but I wonder what BobbyJones thought of the Barbie movie.
I think it was rated PG-13, so I'm not confident that she's actually seen it.
Eh, that's a good fact. Good point.
Out and in curveball passes high for ball two after missing with a slow ball as well. 2-0 count to Judy. A low slow ball for yet another ball. 3-0 count to Judy. A heater high and in the zone for a strike. Judy does not swing 3-0, sticking to baseball conventional strategy. Heater to the inside, just barely in the zone this time. Oof. And it's a weak fly. It's a one bouncer to, who is that? Petra? I thought for a moment that Ernie was the second baseman, and Ernie jokes out loud, "Hey, I think I'm the second baseman, yuck yuck." This is the way they were shifted weird. But in any case, everyone advances one base. Here comes Vincent Sweet. Also not a very powerful bat. More so known for a powerful arm. 2 pitches and 2 strikes, Vincent not swinging unless he has to. The in and out curveball. Flies high. That should be ruled an infield fly, but this game rules him differently. Thank goodness Barbara managed to retreat. Ingrid, standing under there for quite a while, would have been called an infield fly in IRL baseball. But that's not the case, apparently. Here comes Julie Dunkel with 2 runners on and 1 out. This is an opportunity for the Astros. The left side. Chico getting under it. The catch is made. Barbara retreats in time. Here comes Stuart Sullivan. A superb speedster, but not a powerful bat, and unfortunately, BobbyJones, not particularly fast, will make it difficult to get out of the situation without an out. First pitch is an in and out curveball too far to the inside for a ball. Another such pitch. Stuart Sullivan a little miffed, nearly getting hit by that one. 2-0. The out and in curveball this time. This time hits the corner for a strike. Stuart waits patiently.
I think their best bet is to get a very high ground ball on this concrete.
Really make it bounce, yes. 2-2 count. This time the out and in curveball barely hits the zone. Another out and in curveball, knocked away foul this time. Stuart being very patient, waiting for 2 strikes to make a move. And now with 2 strikes, the base runners are... Oh, that pitch was too far inside and it fools Stuart into swinging. Unfortunate for him. Here comes Dominic Hoskins. Here we are on the top of the third. The score remains 2-1 in favor of the Astros. First pitch is too far to the outside. Ball 1. The out and in curveball with not much curvature is low and in the zone for a strike. The in and out curveball this time, just too far high. Ball 2. It is a 2-1 count to Dominic. Slow ball down the middle. Knocked away foul. 2-2 count. The in and out curveball is knocked away foul once again. The out and in curveball. Knocked away foul yet again. An excellent fouling job by Dominic Hoskins. Judy definitely doing a good job of placing her pitches well to make it difficult to get on. The consistent fouling is maybe putting a damper on her stamina, although she does have 100. Now a high pitch, and this time Dominic lets it go. A very high quality at-bat from Dominic as we are now in a full count. A slow ball low into the outside, this time knocked over to the left side of the field. The flyout is picked out of the air by Stuart Sullivan. Back to the top of the order, we have Vladimir Guerrero.
An unfortunate turn of events for that at bat. That was a fantastic fouling job.
The slow ball to the inside is too far to the inside and low. Ball 1. Another slow ball to the inside, this time high but in the zone to the inside. That is a strike. 1-1. Slow ball to the outside. 2-1. Well outside. A high curveball passes up high. Jorge's getting under it, but Judy pushes him aside. Judy pushes Jorge into the ground. Jorge absolutely indignant, but Judy wanted to make absolutely sure she took care of everything. The concept of "I got it" apparently does not exist in the Astros defense. Ingrid Dahlman with a grounder up the left side. Ingrid considers running to second, and she does run to second as the ball apparently got stuck inside the truck. That is, who is that? That's Dominique. No, that's not Dominique. That's Dimitri, Stuart, and Robbie fighting over how to get the ball out from stuck underneath the truck. And that will be an in the park home run. A very bizarre turn of events. Now here comes Chico Papa, so 2 out, space is empty.
It seemed like they were fighting over who was going to try and be the hero and get the ball out from under that piece of plywood over there.
I mean, it's just plywood. Toss it aside, guys. Sheesh.
Don't be a hero.
2 strikes. 2 strikes on Chico Papas. Swing and a fly ball hits the backside of the truck trailer. Chico advancing to second as Stuart ends up throwing it into said piece of plywood, which they have not gotten rid of yet. Stan Olafson at the plate now. Chico Papa is in scoring position. Slow ball right down the middle, an immediate swing, and it pops up to Jorge Garcia, who picks it up and then gives a humph to Judy, saying that he can do things by himself. He doesn't need to rely on his absurdly rich grandfather. Meanwhile, Sally Dobbs in the bottom of the third sends a very high fly ball over to the brown building to the left side. Thankfully, it did not break one of those impregnable windows. That is a single for Sally. Here comes Dmitry Petrovich.
Has it been confirmed that Jorge Garcia's grandparents are the ones who inherited all the wealth?
I can't say I know. All I know is that Jorge Garcia asks his dad for things, and if his dad doesn't give it to him, his grandfather does. So apparently his grandfather is very rich too. Speaking of, here comes Jorge right now. After another fly ball to the left side, that is another single. 2 on and no outs for Jorge Garcia.
All I know about Jorge Garcia is that he can turn into a panther at will, and that Matthew Broderick is his butler. Listen, I read this fanfic that that is exactly, and I stand by it 100%. Oh!
It's a ground ball to second base, but it's not in time, and now the bases are loaded for Robbie Bacco. I'm going by what's actually in the game as far as Jorge's concerned.
You know what? And I don't blame you for doing that.
Yes, the curveball is out and inside, high in the zone for a strike. Slow ball passes high for a ball. Whitney does not have a particularly potent slow ball. Heater, low and in the zone. It bounces toward the center field position. Jorge is out at second. The throw to first is not in time, and that will score another one for the Astros. It is now 3-0 in favor of the Astros, I believe. Here comes BobbyJones. First pitch is a strike to the inside. Second pitch is a ball up high. Third pitch is a slow ball. Low, just a bit too low below the zone. 2-1 count to BobbyJones. Curveball just barely squeaks outside. 2-2. The in and out curveball, and Barbara hammers one. Floats over to right field. Dominic gets under it. Can't quite make that catch. The throw to second is in time for the out, but that will allow Dmitry Petrovich to score home from third. The fielder's choice there makes it 4-0 Astros. Judy Ablenza at the plate. First pitch, the in and out curveball in the zone for a strike. The out and in curveball curves too far inside for a ball. 1-1. The in and out curveball, which has a lot more swing than the out and in, goes just a bit high. Looked like it could have been a called strike. Looked like it grazed the zone, but no, the call is a ball. In and out curveball, hits the outside part of the zone. Once again, a strike, 2-2 to Judy. Judy waiting for 2 strikes to swing. The out and in curveball, very nasty strike call, just barely scraped that inner corner. And through 3 innings, halfway through the game, it is 4-0 Astros. Ernie Steele at the plate. It appears to be a zigzag pitch. Knocked away foul. This does not bode well for Judy Abunza, whose extremely high stamina may be mitigated by her use of power-up pitches. This low ball is knocked away foul, 0-2. Slow ball right down the middle, knocked away foul again.
That certainly is a risk, throwing the power-up pitch as the first pitch of the inning.
Swing and knocked away foul. There are extremely few circumstances in which throwing a power-up pitch is a good idea, in my view. The weak one bouncer to Robbie at the shortstop position. Robbie just seems to wait for the ball to come to him, and as a result, Ernie will reach first. Here comes Petra Chekhov. Inside, too far inside for a ball. Another slow ball to the inside, this time knocked away foul high and behind. That curveball goes way outside. Judy does not seem to have good control of it. 2-1. A very powerfully hit fly ball to the left side of the field, bounces off the brown building and off the trailer. It appears that Stort and Dimitri are both stuck as Julie Dunkel contemplates the meaning of life, staring the ball right in front of it. She may be wondering why it's so important to not be considered it in a game of tag. That's precisely what she's thinking about while the ball is sitting directly in front of her. Now she finally scoops it up after Petra has scored.
She was having her Joker.
Here comes Whitney Singh.
She was having her Joker moment out there. She was like, wow, I really am the best. Do I deserve to be in this league?
First pitch is high for ball 1. Second pitch. A little bit of a floater. Doesn't do a whole lot. Whitney uses her speed to get on base. Still sitting at no outs here in the top of the 4th, and here comes Dominique Lau. I think most people would pronounce it Low, but I knew an IRL baseball player called Dominique Lau when he played baseball for Maryland and now in the MLB, and since that was pronounced Lau, I'm going to call him Lau by habit, as Lau sends a grounder to the left side of the field. Stort Sullivan scoops it up, but Whitney will reach second base in time, and now there are 2 on with no out, down only 2 in the top of the 4th. The Expos are looking to make a game of it. Here comes Dominic Hoskins. First pitch is low for ball 1. Another low slow ball, but this time it touches the zone for a strike. Coach lilwaws is contemplating the hit and run. Another slow ball, low and in the zone. This time it's knocked away foul. More base running management appears to be contemplated, as that curveball pitch goes well high for ball 2. Another one. This time it's a grounder. Bounces right in front of home plate. Judy picks it up, but no action is taken. Actually, Judy might not have picked it up, and instead, Vincent might have picked it up after bouncing off of Judy's glove. I can't quite tell due to the lack of audio, but that seems to be the case, as now Vladimir Guerrero stands at the plate with no outs and the bases loaded. Down by 2, this could be a pivotal at-bat. The curveball goes inside, ball 1. The curveball starts in the middle and curves outside this time, 2-0. A slow ball to the inside, just low, ball 3.
This is a good chance for Vladimir. He only has 4 RBIs this season, though, thus far.
Vladimir lets the 3-0 pitch go. A slow ball right down the middle, hammers it to the right side of the field. Julie gets under it. Apparently the catch was not made, but the throw to second is in time. However, Whitney will score to make it 4-3. My guess is the ball bounced off the wall before Julie could make the catch.
Yeah, those catches up against the wall, they will more than likely go off the wall first.
I believe this is Ingrid Dahlman. The pitch to the inside. Vladimir runs and then retreats. Apparently didn't want to go for the Nan's gambit. Swing and knocked away foul. 0-2 count to Ingrid. Another foul ball off a high curveball. This is the Expos' opportunity to take a lead. Ooh, a scary take on the slow ball to the outside, but a good take. 1-2. I don't think I would have done that take under 0-2. Another foul ball knocked away to the inside. Another scary take to the outside. That take a bit more believable, but I probably still would have swung at it. Can't be too careful. Another one fouled away. Judy Abwanza now sitting at 72 pitches, sans one power-up pitch, too. You have to wonder if it's going to be having an effect on her. She still seems to be moving at an okay speed. It's a one-bouncer to second basewoman Sally, whose throw to second base is not in time. And here comes Chico Papas, down one with the bases loaded and only one out.
Big opportunity.
This is the Expos rally. The out and in curveball in the zone for a strike. That swing spot. Well, actually, I was saying that that swing spot seemed awfully small, but I do know that Chico has amazing vision. I was thinking that might have been a sign of being tired, but a big fly ball, dead center. Oh, the home run is called. That didn't look like it was going over the building, but now my guess is the ball might have actually broken one of the windows that is not visible according to the camera. Some extremely angered office workers are yelling at the children out there as they fly what I assume to be is an illegal drone. It is now 7-4 in favor of the Expos.
And now Sally Dobbs... Tell them to take their complaints to Mr. Clanky or something like that. I hear he's really good with finances.
And now Sally Dobbs will come in from the second base position to relieve Judy Abwanza. It was not a stamina recall, it was a runs recall, so who knows how tired out Judy Abwanza is. Probably not particularly tired, given her 100 stamina and her propensity for slow balls. She's probably lost some stamina, but not a whole lot. It's a single to the left side of the field. Jorge, I believe, had a bit of an error to my recollection, and now here comes Ernie Steele. The heater, high and in the zone for a strike. The in and out curveball, in the zone for a strike, just barely. Sally Dobbs was my relief pitcher back in Season 7. I don't remember her pitching attributes particularly well, but I do know that she is a potent pitcher. It's a line drive to the right side of the field. Right center field, scooped up by Dmitry Pejovic, who lands on his stomach. Thankfully has the smarts to not scrape up his legs. And here comes Petra Chekhov as the Expos rally continues. The out and in curveball. A called strike. Looked a bit low. The slow ball to the inside. That looked like a strike, but inside apparently it is a ball. And it's a grounder. A high grounder right in front of Sally, who scoops it up. The throw to third, not in time. Didn't go for the easier outs. And that may prove very costly. Here comes Whitney Singh. Whitney Singh's speedy, but not a powerful batter. Her bat power, I believe, is only in the 20s. Well, I know it's in the 20s. Don't know the exact number. That pitch looked like a strike. It looked in the zone, but apparently was called high.
She's definitely not a hitter. Both her power and contact are 25.
A curveball to the outside. Well outside and low, ball two. Strike on the inside corner on a slow ball. 2-1 to Whitney. The zigzag goes well high for ball three. Sally Dobbs, with the unwise zigzag call, is going to do a number on her own stamina. And it's a slow ball right down the middle. An early swing from Whitney will result in a line drive directly to Barbara, who scoops it out of the air and then steps on first to very quickly put an end to an extremely potent Expos rally. And now the AI Astros will have access to a power-up. AI Dominic Hoskins pops one high. And then a runner, Dominique, I assume, runs directly into an out for the double play. And now the IRL Astros, the player-controlled Astros, I should say, have a power-up available as well. It is now 7-4 in favor of the Expos, but the Astros are in position to take advantage of some power-ups on both sides. The second pitch is outside, the first pitch in the zone, 1-1. Third pitch, out and in curveball, passes low, 2-1. The slow ball passes well low, almost hits the ground, 3-1.
If I were to take a guess, I think Bobby's power-up user is Vincent Sweet. I think. Looking at
It
all
should
the
be
stats here. The last person drafted,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, the bottom, I believe the last one on their thing, that looked like either a crazy ball or a spitball, knocked away foul. I think Whitney's going to be gone very soon. Whitney does not have a lot of stamina. And there's a slow ball. She only has 2 strikeouts, and she's thrown 2 different power-ups, so she definitely has not had a juice. She is going to be gone very shortly. Full count to Vincent. It's a line drive. It's a one bouncer to Ingrid, who cannot get a grip on it and falls over as a result. Someone get her a bandage. Here comes Julie Dunkel. The curveball. High and outside in the zone for a strike. A very nasty pitch from Whitney. The out and in curveball. Popped up high. Whitney and Ernie are both under it. Ernie shoves aside Whitney, but there's no one in the first base position as a result. A rather boneheaded play from Ernie. That was Whitney's play, and if Ernie were there, that could have been an easy double play. Very fortunate break for the Astros there. Stuart Sullivan watches a curveball pass inside for a ball. A fastball also to the inside, ball 2. The curveball this time passes well outside, ball 3. Stuart Sullivan is the one kid you do not want to walk. The out and in curveball, this time in the zone for a strike. Stuart's the kind of kid you let them put the ball into play. You let him put the ball into play, see if you can get the easy out at first, and if not, see if you can get the tough out at first. If not, get the easy out at second. Dominic Hoskins will come in to relieve Whitney Singh, who is extremely tired, coming in from the right field position. Vincent will just barely make it to second base in time off that very slow grounder, and now here comes Sally Dobbs. A rather unpredictable hitter. She has awful contact but extreme power. And there's that extreme power floating high and deep to right field. Whitney Sink can only watch. The ball doesn't seem to be moving anywhere. There's the home run. It breaks. It must have broken the window of the gray building off screen. And yet more office workers are extremely angry at Sally
With
Dobbs.
a window pane like that, I think that's more probably union workers in there.
We can only we can only assume at this point in time.
This is
Dmitry
correct.
Petrovich with the watches the heater pass to the inside. 0-1. The slow ball to the outside, knocked away foul. 0-2.
It's crazy though. Both teams have official blimp getting home runs in Tin Can Alley. That's kind of rare.
That is extremely rare. A line drive to Petra. She dives on it and makes the catch. Absolutely beautiful effort from Petra, though she scrapes her knee on the landing. I wonder how many bandages we've used up at this point, as Jorge Garcia watches a curveball pass for strike one.
I think we've run out of the actual band-aids. We have to start using the minion ones now.
Oh god, no.
For the sake of baseball, we have to do it. These poor kids cannot hurt themselves no more.
Jorge Garcia sends a high pitch floating over to the left center field. The catch is made. There's a little bit of fighting between Chico and I think that might have been Stuart and no, that wasn't Stuart. That was who was that? Ingrid? Ingrid and Chico, maybe? Maybe Ingrid and Dominique? Whatever. The out, I didn't see how it happened, but an out happened. Slow ball to the outside. Ball two.
I think the closest thing to a bad pitch Sally has is her left hook. Everything else is pretty much above average.
Knocked away foul that time. Another foul ball, this time over to the left side. A foul ball to the right again. Getting a lot of foul ball mileage here. Heater to the inside. Now a full count. All three. The in and out curveball swung at too early. Here comes Vladimir Guerrero. A zigzag to the outside. Sally Dobbs putting herself in a position to not be able to pitch a whole lot longer, having thrown multiple power-ups at this point. That pitch goes high for ball two. The out and in curveball slinks too far to the inside, ball three. Vladimir Guerrero switching over to the power bat now when the hitters count. Lets the heater go. It looked juicy, but doesn't want to swing 3-0. And there's the curveball for the walk. Well high. Here comes Ingrid. Down one run with a fast runner on base. This is a crucial opportunity for Ingrid to get people moving. The out and in curveball. Hit hard to the right side of the field. Julie running over to the corner, scooping it up. Vladimir will round second, head over to third, and will reach safely. Here comes Chico Papas. This is an opportunity for Hernan's gambit since Vladimir is considerably faster than Ingrid. However, Chico says forget about it and sends a grounder to the left side. Ingrid will reach in time due to her getting a head start. Vladimir will score. And it is now 8-8. I believe that the home bonus for the Astros, well, the multiplier for the Astros still put them in the lead, however. First, oh, Is that a slow ball or a heater? It was hard to tell, but it was low. Ball one.
It's either a really fast slow ball or a really slow heat.
A curveball out and in, well below the zone for a ball. Slow ball right down the middle. Hit hard. Floats over to the right side of the field. Chico rounds second. Ingrid rounds third. Stan is on the move, rounding first. Julie is pushing against it to no avail. Chico almost scores, but is called back on the ground rule double.
That's a bit of an
Coach
oversight by the.
Lilwaws,
Yeah, that's kind of a
you can tell
frustrating
from the
thing by
mouse
those.
movement
Yeah,
that Coach Lilwaws is indignant.
absolutely indignant. I don't blame him too. Like he was like inches away from home plate. It's weird that the game was made so that the ground roll double makes you go back.
Julie Dunkel comes in to relieve Sally Dobbs from the right field position. That was definitely a stamina substitution. So Sally Dobbs is going to be very slow moving and not particularly strong armed in right field. She has a very strong arm otherwise, but probably won't be as potent now. Right field may be a target to send some line drives. Inside part corner of the plate. 2-2 count to Ernie. No force except at first. Two runners on. It's a grounder to Julie. The throw to first. In time. It is now 9-8 Expos through 4.5 innings. The last opportunity at bat for the Astros. An immediate grounder to the right side. Robbie's on the move, but Ernie gets back in position just in time for the first out. Here comes BobbyJones. The slow ball to the outside. Hit hard, a line drive to the right side of the plate. Dominique can't get a hand on it. And Barbara will reach as a result. Here comes Judy Abunza. Judy Abunza, the designated power-up user, looking to take the lead back. Swing and a miss! Missed with the screaming line drive. Very fortunate that they still have another. That heat must have caught Judy off guard. The screaming line drive bounces directly off the aluminum truck. Barbara around second, and try to make her way to third, but her stamina is slow. Slow goings to get to third, but thankfully Petra does not have a strong arm.
That is a good.
Runners at the corners have won out.
That is good luck for the Astros for having more than one screaming line drive power up available.
Yes, and very, very smart heads-up advancement from Barbara, despite the very slow movement, recognizes that Petra doesn't have a strong arm either. Great coaching from Bobby right there. It is a 1-1 count to Vincent. What appears to be a very fast slow ball passed high in the zone for a strike. 1-2 count to Vincent. Another relatively fast slow ball floats high to the right side of the field. Ernie almost got there in time, but couldn't quite do it. Didn't want to lay out because he didn't want, he didn't want to put on a minion bandage, I guess.
Smart
Hard
move.
hit fly ball to center field. Bounces right on top of the aluminum truck. Everyone's on their horse. Barbara will score. Judy trips over third base and then trips as she is called back. 2 more minion bandages for her, and she is not happy about it. Julie Dunkel at the plate now. It is now 9-9 Astros. The Astros have now taken the multiplier lead. Swing, popped one up. Julie popped one up. Thankful that it bounced off the top of the fence for a foul. With no strikes, that's not exactly a wise swing to take. Especially with power. Knocked away a foul ball on that one. Now it's a 1-2 count. But Julie remaining steadfast with the power swing. Now the power pays off, floating over to the right side. It bounces off Thankfully, the impregnable window, it does not pass through the open window on the right side. Julie on the move, and 3 runs will score. And I believe a multiplier run was sent in along the way as well. It is now 13-8 Astros.
Yeah, because remember he had two. He had that 2-run inside the Parker when he had that soft lock. So now technically he has that extra second run for the multiplier.
Ernie Steele will come in for Dominic Hoskins. Coming in from the right field position, I believe. Stuart Sullivan at his best when the bases are empty. This is an ideal situation for him. Foul ball knocked backwards. Looked like it could have been catchable from the catcher. But alas. You're to the left side. Scooped up by Ingrid. The throw to first not in time as Stuart runs like crazy.
You did cross
Here
country.
comes
Would
Sally
Stewart?
Dobbs.
Sorry about that. What you did cross country? You think Stuart Sullivan would be good for that, or you think he'd be more of a track and field guy?
What is Stuart's stamina?
63.
Uh, he might be a good he might be a good middle distance guy in track and field.
Yeah, around the 400 meter mark, probably.
400, 800. Sally Dobbs watches some more pitches pass by. Now threats at a 1-2 count. The slow ball to the outside. Hammered by Sally, but goes foul. A slow ball to the inside. Hit hard by Sally. A line drive right off the side of the truck. That will buy Stuart enough time to round second. A slow and exhausted Whitney has to field it, and that will buy Stuart enough time to score. It is now 14-8 Astros. The curveball passes well outside. Hit hard, but floats up on high backwards. Strike one. It is a 1-1 count to Dimitri. A low and outside strike call. Bit of a mean one, but it is one. The slow ball to the inside, knocked away foul. Looked like it would have been in the zone. A good foul from Dimitri. Swung at early. It looked like it was speeding up as a heater, and Dimitri wasn't ready for that heater to slow down. That was a very bizarre looking heat. Not surprised he got fooled by it. Jorge Garcia, that also looked like a heat, but it sped up, and Jorge missed it as a result. Ernie with some very bizarre pitches right now. Am I seeing things?
Ernie's a good pitcher. Like, don't underestimate Ernie's pitching.
That was definitely a slow ball, passed well high. Jorge Garcia smacks that one hard to the left side of the field, bounces off one of the impregnable windows. That will be a single, advancing Sally to second. Here comes Robbie Bacco. Among the most fun names to say in the league. Robbie Bacco, Robbie Bacco, Robbie Bacco, Robbie Bacco. In and out curveball in the zone for a strike. Slow ball. Passes just low for a ball.
I'm trying to find a name more fun than Robbie Bacco. It's actually kind of hard.
Other one passes low. Another in and out curveball. Low and in the zone, this time a strike. It is a 2-2 count to Robbie. Slow ball passes way high. Catcher has to stand up to snag that one. Everyone's on the move. And then they slow to their respective bases as that is a walk. Here comes BobbyJones. A slow ball, low outside in the zone for a strike. A slow ball directly down the middle. Barbara tries to hammer it, and it's a line drive directly to Ingrid, who makes the out at first, and that will end the Astros offense at plus 14. Petra Chekhov to lead things off for the Expos. They need 6 runs to take the lead, and they also have some power-ups on the AI Astros to contend with in the bottom of the 6th, most likely. Ooh, a very nasty out-and-in curveball from Julie Dunkel. And a nasty slow ball. That looked, well, it looked like it could have been in the zone. A great take from Petra. In and out curveball. Brushes Petra back. 2-2. Heater right down the middle. Hit hard by Petra, but right into the glove of Julie Dunkel. Now here comes Whitney. A slow ball to the inside. Have an outside one to ground her toward. There's the outside pitch, but too far to the outside. That's a ball. Right down the middle. And Whitney bounces one to the left-hand side, and it bounces off the glove of Julie. Since Julie cannot field that cleanly, Whitney has bought enough time to run on using her speed. Here comes Dominique Lau. Whitney looking to speed her way further, using the hit and run or a steal. Calls back the steal, looking for a hit and run opportunity from lilwaws. The curveball is just a tad high for ball 1. Another curveball, this time to the inside, 2-0. A heater to the outside, hit hard by Dominique. Whitney will reach second easily, and the throw back to the cutoff woman kind of doesn't go anywhere. Whitney advances to third and then retreats when she finds that someone's going to scoop it up. Dominic Hoskins, 2 on and 1 out. The Expos still have opportunities. The curveball, low and inside in the zone for a strike. Great pitch from Julie. The out and in curveball bounces directly to Julie. The throw to first is in time for the out, but that will advance both Whitney and Dominique. Going for the safe out, the AI is. Here comes Vladimir Guerrero. Pretty powerful bat and high speed. High speed all over the base paths. This looks like a good scoring opportunity, but they'll need more than these 3. The immediate swing, hit hard, bounces toward right field. Dmitry Petrovic will handle it in right center field. The throw to home is well off target. Vladimir starts running a second and will be granted only second on that out of play ball.
Vladimir has now
Here comes Ingrid Dahlman.
3 RBIs today for Vladimir Guerrero. That is half his total RBI count coming into today's game.
A grounder to the left side, scooped up by Jorge Garcia, who instead of trying to gun down Ingrid at first, tries to keep Vladimir in check at second. Chico Papas, representing the quote-unquote tying run. There are 2 outs. The batter on deck is the winning run. Fly ball. Stewart is under it. Stewart positions his glove, and the catch is made. It is 14-11 Astros. The Expos' only hope is for something to happen from the Expos AI, but that's not going to happen. And we finish another close and exciting match, 14-11. The Astros have defended their home turf. The Astros improved to 9-1, taking a 3-game lead in the Front Yard League Central. Meanwhile, the Expos fall to 7-3, remaining tied in the Front Yard League East.
And that once again proves Bobby to be one of the stronger teams in the 2003, the best team thus far in the 2003 league, holding on to that number one seed spot for the playoffs. I mean, the playoffs is definitely more than guaranteed for Bobby at this point. For lilwaws, on the other hand, he's got to like keep this. He's got to like bounce back from it quick because Yuria is gonna give him some tough competition in the Front Yard League East. So really, it's a matter of who's gonna win the division and who's gonna be in the top seed in the wild card. Right now, it's Yuria, myself, and P. Sanchez in that area, but things could change here in the next. This is game 10 now. Things will change in the next 4 weeks, so this was definitely a very important game for both of these teams right here. But Bobby was able to come out on top, especially with Sally Dobbs and all that stuff. Chico Papas did what he could, but unfortunately, it was not enough.
The leadership qualities of Sally Dobbs cannot be overstated. Sally Dobbs gives a high five to the brains of the game, Dmitry Petrovich. BobbyJones happily, joyously singing out "I'm a Barbie Girl" in celebration. Jorge Garcia kind of harumphs at the whole celebration as Julie Dunkel stares at the garbage bin, contemplating what does it mean to be it in a game of tag. They leave Tin Can Alley clad with both regular Band-Aids and Minions Band-Aids, a little bit banged up after all that dropping and falling all over the hard Tin Can Alley, but they'll have proper care tended to them by their families. When they get home, they'll be enjoying this win tonight. This is Mellow Math Teacher signing off. Do your reading, do your homework,